Alright, these are all the ingredients that you need to make banana nut bread. Here we have 3.5 cups of flour. Then we have 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Put that in. 2 teaspoons, or one, is it 1 or 2? 1 teaspoon of soda, 1 teaspoon of salt. Put that in. So we get it all in there. One and a third cups of sugar. And then what I like to do is put it on the mixer and just kind of stir it together so it gets mixed up. That's there. And we have 2/3 of a cup of shortening. Take that. Put that in. 4 tablespoons of milk. And then 4 eggs. Mix that together. I don't have my splash guard on here, so you got to kind of watch it, make sure. And mix it up. You have to make sure. When you're doing this, you have to make sure that you get everything off the bottom so it gets mixed in. What I'm making here is a double batch. It'll make 8 of this size loaf. And so you can see it's kind of this is the texture of it right now. It looks like it's too thick, and it is because the bananas aren't in there yet. So what I do next, this off for a second. I take the bananas, crush them up. These are ripe bananas. When I say ripe bananas, this is what I mean by a ripe banana. You see the coloration on the outside. You get the best flavor in the banana nut bread by using ripe bananas. Don't want to use them that are too fresh, because they'll have a little more of a sour taste than the ripe ones do. Ripe ones are sweet and banana smelling. Now I crush all the bananas up like this before I put them in there, because it's just easier for the mixer to handle. I use, these are are kind of medium size, so I'm using say about what is it, 6, 7, 8, I think about 10, and you'll see once it gets mixed up that the consistency of the what it looks like when it's mixed up is a lot looser. Okay. Now we'll put the I want to stop the camera here while I'm doing this, so to wash my hands off so I can handle this stuff, but go in there and get the stuff that didn't mix in well. Go down to the bottom of the bowl. Because you want to make sure everything gets mixed in. Now, baking, cooking, you're going to handle the product. I don't care what it is. There's no way to do this type of thing without putting your hands in it. So I'm going to let this mix a little bit. And then when it's fairly mixed up, I'm going to add 2 cups of chopped walnuts. Now, a lot of people don't like nuts in their banana bread, so you don't have to put it in. But I like banana nut bread, so I put chopped walnuts in it. You can see the looseness of the batter now with once the bananas are mixed in. I'm just going to reach down there, make sure that there's nothing at the bottom that didn't get mixed in. And at this point, I'm going to clean up some of this mess, and then we'll get back to putting it in the pans and the baking of it. So I'm going to have to move the camera here. I like to clean up right away, so I don't have to deal with it later. Alright, now I'm going to put some ham on there, or you can use shortening or whatever you want to. And even though these are supposed to be non-stick, they don't always work that way. I'm also preheating the oven at 350. And what we're going to do is we're going to bake it for about 40 minutes. It's usually the time it takes. Now each oven is different, so you kind of have to watch the first time you do it in your oven. Okay. Now, I'm going to fill these pans by hand. This is just the easiest way to do it. That's about the right amount. I get it over here so you can see where I'm taking it. I'm just taking it right out. Looks about the same. Probably put the same amount in each pan. And when I get towards the end, I go over it again to make sure that they all look about the same. Okay, this one looks like it can use a little more, this one looks like it can use a little more. And scrape down the ball here with my hand. This one, this one. This one. Okay. There we have it. They're ready to go into the oven. So I'll put those in, and when the oven's through preheating, and we'll come back and take a look at what they look like. Okay, they're done. Now, I mentioned earlier that this is about 40 minutes. But because this was a little looser mix, I had to add about 3 more minutes. And each oven varies, so you kind of have to watch it at the end to see what it looks like, so it gets the proper browning. Then take them out, and just like so, they come off fairly easy. Get that there. Be careful you don't burn yourself. Okay, one more thing before I go. Take this, and it's quite warm yet. You can see. Just take some nice. Make sure your butter is soft when you put it on, so it doesn't crush it. And there you have it. And when it's all cooled down, you get some press and seal, and you can put as many in the freezer as you want, and keep a couple just in the refrigerator, and then you just eat it as you need to. See you later.